Hey guys, so I've got a bunch of leftovers today from this Cinco de Mayo party we had at my mom's house yesterday, and even though it's not real great for my Weight Watchers plan, don't want to let good food go to waste, so I figured I'd have those leftovers for lunch, but I didn't really want to just, eat them the same way we did yesterday and just have a plain old taco, and so I was looking at the leftovers we've got here, some steak, these baked jalapeños with cheddar and bacon. Got some tortillas left, a couple different kinds of cheese, the salsa that I made, some extra mixture that went into the jalapeños. And I was trying to decide what to do with it, and I thought, a quesadilla is really the perfect way to put all this stuff together. And I don't really have much quesadilla making experience, but I thought I'd try and whip one together with these ingredients, because I think if I just stuff them all in there, it'll be sort of probably better than what we had yesterday. So I'm going to put my camera on the tripod, and we'll see what happens. Well, turns out that the tripod is in the basement, and who wants to go all the way down there and get it? Not me. Let's call this a cooking vlog instead of a cook nook, and it'll just be more like a vlog and less clips of chopping and stuff like that. But I still want to show you guys this quesadilla, because I sort of think it's going to be awesome. So I've got this corn tortilla, and I just put a mixture of my shredded Cotija cheese and my Monterey Jack that I've got left over, maybe 60% Cotija. And I did a fine chop on my baked jalapeños and a fine chop on my leftover carne asada. And I even added the extra filling for the jalapeños because that's where the bacon was. Lord knows we're not letting that bacon go to waste. So now I'm just going to layer or just mix this on top of my tortilla along with some of my salsa. And this is the spicy one, which came out sort of spicy since I'm getting the jalapeños from over here. I think I'm going to use the mild one. So I got all that steak on there and all those jalapeños and a nice layer of salsa. And now it's time for more cheese. More cotija, more shredded Monterey, and even a splash of the grated parmesan, because I've got some of that left over too. So now I will put this tortilla on top, and there's certainly many things we could do from here. Baking it wouldn't be unreasonable, but I'm going to pan fry it because these tortillas seem like they'd be perfect for pan frying. They're very soft and a little thick. I'd prefer a thinner corn tortilla like for the tacos we had yesterday. They really weren't optimal. But they were the best I could find. Maybe one day I'll try to figure out how to make them. But I think for a pan-fried quesadilla, they're going to be like perfect. And that was the other thing. You might be wondering, why did I chop the steak up so fine when you've got nice steak? But it's a quesadilla. You want to eat it one tiny bite at a time, so you want it to be finely chopped. Yesterday in the cook nook for the carne asada, you may have noticed that it ended with me taking a very sloppy bite of my taco. Very unelegant, not that it wasn't delicious and fun, but I should have chopped that steak up slightly more fine, not as fine as the quesadilla. For a taco, you can have a bigger bite, I think, but those are too big. Anyway, I'm going to get my pan hot and fry this sucker up. Alright, so I've got my pan over medium-high heat with canola oil, and I let it get nice and hot before I added the quesadilla. I know this isn't awesome for my Weight Watchers program, but I did play golf this morning and get some exercise, and these leftovers were just begging for me to do this to them. This tortilla was just begging to be fried, so it had to happen. There was nothing I could do about it. Just along for the ride. But this is looking and smelling pretty good. So I'd say it's been about 2 minutes, and I'm looking at the edge of the tortilla right there. You can see how it's puffing up a little bit. It's actually, crisping on the outside and cooking through a little bit, which, looks really yummy, I guess is one way to put it. I just lifted up the corner, and it's not like we were, a dark brown on the bottom yet, so I think I can give this another minute or two. I made a very thick quesadilla, so I want to give it as long as possible so my inside can get hot, but also so we can get the maximum crispiness on the outside. Alright, so I just flipped it as carefully as I possibly could and didn't splatter too much oil around, and this is looking fantastic. I love the look of that crispy tortilla, and already getting a nice sizzle going on the other side. Now one thing I can do is just blot up a bit of the excess oil on the top, We don't really need that. The oil's already done its job. Plenty has been absorbed into the tortilla. So that'll, save us half a point. Quarter point, something. So after 3 to 4 minutes on each side, I think we're done. So we're out of the pan onto a paper towel where it's going to rest for a couple minutes while I clean up. I'm going to cut this into quarters, but I would not recommend trying to slice your quesadilla immediately after removing it from the pan. It'll need a minute to let everything come back together. So here we are, nicely sliced, and without a tripod, let's see if I can get you. Oh, can I show off my TARDIS shirt? It's bigger on the inside. Let's see if I can get a bite of eating it. Now, I think I overstuffed this sufficiently so that even after I chopped everything up nicely, this isn't going to be graceful either, but there you go. Can you see the nice gooey inside? Oh. It's freaking fantastic. I gotta say, this is way better than anything I made with these ingredients yesterday. Got the jalapeños in there, but it's just the perfect amount of spice instead of it being pretty spicy when you eat them by themselves. These tortillas are much better crispy. Salsa, steak, cheese. Oh, this is awesome. I'll see you guys later.